So Des, tell us about holding space.
Ooh. Holding space is one of those qualities that I love to attribute to the divine being, of course. Since we like to break it down, one of the things I like to share is that the divine masculine witnesses without judgment, creates safety, and holds space. So what we mean by holding space is that it's that quality of a place where there's no urgency. There's spaciousness, that there's time, that there's no pressure. And it's kind of like that place of, if you can imagine that loving father that says, I love you no matter what. You don't need to do anything, you don't need to say anything, and you just play and have all the time you want to move through and be and whatever you need.
And this is vital for creation, because when we have an intention that's really dear to us, of course we want, our book to be a bestseller. But then all this fear comes up. Like, oh, what if no one likes it? What if... And then we say, oh no, I can't have those fears. And then that sabotages our intention. But if you have that divine masculine principle present to hold space for, all of those fears, it's like then there's that big container, and that big container allows you to really manifest. So we're going to do a little improv exercise, which is, I want everyone to turn to a partner. We're going to do this very informally, and I want you to voice, and they're going to hold space for your fear, not your intention, what your fear is about your intention. And the idea here is for you to say what it is that you're afraid of, if I go for this dream, or if I am working towards my life purpose, I'm so afraid that blank. And the person who's listening is just listening. Not a word, because sometimes, especially those of us that are coaches and healers, somebody says their fears and we want to rush in and support them and reframe it. It's like, that's not happening here. We're just simply holding space. And just see their absolute God self. Just take a moment to glimpse into their potential. So they've just voiced their smallness or their personal fears, and you accept that, but you see this person's not just human, they're totally divine as well. So there's no judgment, no need to fix them. And allow yourself to be seen in your God self. And then say namaste again with a simple bow. So that's a taste of holding space. In the book, there's a whole series of processes that we do to really hold space so you can be present for the next step, which is, what's A stand for, Des?
Activate.
Activate the Kundalini.